Hey there, Ulti Zeta here, and I just picked up a Max Ether. Welcome back to more Let's Play Pokémon Scarlet. In the last episode, we got a shiny Pokémon, a bunch of new team members, and, we fought the Titan Cloth and got the ability to run! So now we can be a speedy dinosaur thing. And there I am, showcasing the ability to jump backwards up of slopes. You can't use it to climb every slope. But because it needs to be an actual slope, so it can't just be a regular wall like that one is. But, you know, it's a funny little glitch thing you can do. You just kind of have to let go of the analog stick while you do the jump. Alright, so what I'm going to be doing right now is there's a town nearby. That direction, okay. There's a town nearby and I want to go to that. Not to fight the gym, but to get it as a fly quid. You know? Treasure hunt is so much fun. I have run out of things to immediately talk about. I guess I can complain about the TMs, because I kind of glossed over it. But they removed the fact that, like, TMs are infinite use. Did they do that in... Well, I think they had versions of that in Gen 8. Because they didn't they have, like, technical records as well, and those worked like the originals TMs did? I don't know, but either way in this game there's just like regular expected TMs, and it's annoying. I'm good, I don't need to fight you. I'm kind of... I think I'm going to... Because, like, now that I, like, reached the point where things are happening, and I also realized things about the DLC, because, spoiler alert, after this, I'm going to be tackling some of the DLC in a similar way to how I did Sword, where... Because, like, the DLC and stuff is, like, either scaled to post-game or scaled to early game, depending on if you beaten the game or not. So like around now is actually a good time for me to be doing DLC stuff. So I'm going to be trying to like not... I want to experience stuff without being crazy over leveled is the thing, and that because that's like what I didn't get to do my first playthrough. So okay, we have the ability to fly to Artisan now, but we're not going to be doing anything here. Although there's an item up there. I want to see if I can get it. Let me jump over this railing. Fine. Fine, I can't get it. Oh well. I'll never know what it is. Right, so now we have this fly point. By the way, in case you're curious why there's a 1 here, like, all this shows is the order you do them in, so that's why this is going to be 1 and this is going to be 2. It doesn't actually tell you the general order of what you're supposed to do them in. It just shows you an order. The order that you chose to do them in. So, yeah. But yeah, now that that has happened... Now I shall be flying back to where we started last episode. Now that we're back over here, we're gonna go to what is supposed to be the second Titan. Why does it keep taking me off of the map? Jesus Christ. Yeah, we just go this way, basically. There are fireworks going off outside, and I have no idea why. It's Christmas Day, for the record. Yes, you could probably say it's a little, like, lonely to be recording videos on Christmas. But, I don't know. I got through all the events and all the family stuff. It's late at night, and I was like, I don't really have anything else to do for the next few hours, so why not? It wasn't, like, 100% my plan, but... the evening was opening. Okay, I freaked out for a second. I was like, when did I last save the game? I did not... That's what I talk about with this game, and how it's like one of the most unstable games I've experienced from Nintendo in basically forever. Here's another target ad, apparently. They really just kind of are everywhere. Why the fuck did the game just... what? It just froze for no reason. I thought the game flat out crashed, but no, it just froze. I was just walking into a new area and the game froze. I'm on Switch too, by the way, so better performance, supposedly. I don't know, maybe that would have actually crashed on Switch 1. I don't know. What are you? Seriously, what the heck are you? Oh, you're Capsicum. Okay, you're a new Pokemon. But I was just like, because of the whole shiny thing, I'm just kind of like trying to analyze, like, what am I even looking at sometimes? Because sometimes I'm like, are you new? Are you shiny? What even are you? Yeah, so some of those guys were new Pokemon. There was a little flying thing that's a new Pokemon. They're neat. Why? Oh my god. I forgot that happens. If you're not looking at what I'm looking, look at... you see the rock walls right over there? Right behind my player's head? Those specific rock walls? Take a look at them as I move. Look at how the texture warps. What the hell is going... this is why this game's visuals are so fucked up. There's so many fucked up visuals in this game. Ugh. What are you doing? It's like it's melting. Like... it bothers me. One of the reasons why I'm like really looking at Charcadet is because there's because of the whole shiny thing, but also Charcadet's shiny is really hard to tell because like one part of its fire is different colored. So that's why I'm kind of examining Charcadets closely. Just in case, you never know. But yeah, the visuals of this game, the performance of this game, I can't... it's a constant elephant in the room. I just stepped on the grasshopper. It's a constant elephant in the room, and it frustrates me because, like, I don't want to be harping on it, but sometimes it just pops up again, and it's just too egregious to just ignore, and I hate it. Because, like, I constantly have this feeling of I want to enjoy the game and to be enjoying what I'm playing, and for the most part I usually do. I'm having an enjoyable time right now. The problem comes from the fact that, like, it's just a constant, like, it's just a constant issue that exists. And when it really kind of rears its ugly head, it's just like, it's frustrating. Because I don't want to keep hammering home, like, the problem, but, you know, it is still a problem. You know? I have a comparison to make, but it's kind of a comparison most people aren't going to get. Or at least most people in my audience. Did I hear a gimmick? Yeah, here we go. Oh, I drowned. Excuse me. The best comparison I have is to Sailor Moon Crystal, the modern quote-unquote reboot of Sailor Moon, which is abysmal in basically every capacity. But what it's possibly most best known for is having god-awful animation. Most people cite it being in the first 2 seasons, which so far I'm suffering through watching it slowly but surely at the moment, and yeah, it doesn't have good animation. It really doesn't, but it's like the obvious nitpick thing to talk about, and basically any situation of Crystal, like, I think even people who like Sailor Moon Crystal are like, yeah, by the way, the animation's not good, but put up with it, and stuff like that. So, like, that's a thing, but it overshadows everything else horribly wrong with Sailor Moon Crystal so much that, like, it's basically just, like, it's the thing everyone talks about, and it's like, well, I don't know. Yeah, it's, like, it's a problem, and it's the most obvious problem, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's the only problem, and it's definitely not the only thing worth talking about. And I get the same thing with this game, although not quite as, like, egregious, because, like, I think this game has positives and negatives, both. Like, when I first beat the game, I, like, my stance on it was, this is, I think, both the best 3D Pokemon game, and also simultaneously the worst. And the worst mostly comes from performance problems. Anyways, yo, Ulti! From what I gather, seems like the Open Sky Titan lives somewhere up on this mountain. But there are all these crazy boulders raining down from the mountain, too. It's gonna be a little tricky to stand around and look for the Titan while dodging all those. I think you'll be sent flying to get hit by a falling boulder. But maybe could you power through your way through atop that brood of yours? I think I messed up that line, but whatever. So that, once again, means we're getting close to the lair of the next Titan. I don't want to keep running things over, but here's Capsicid, I guess. Capsicid is neat. And perhaps I would use Capsicid if I were trying to formulate a different team, but I've kind of figured out what Pokemon I want on my team in a general sense already anyway. And unfortunately, there's no room for Capsicid. But it's cool because I believe it's a fire grass type. Based on spicy peppers. And it evolves into something called Scovillain, which I think is hilarious, and I love it. Sometimes Pokemon just really cooks with the names, what can I say? Speaking of cooking, I didn't mention it in the previous episode, but, like, Arvin in that last cutscene was like, I'm gonna show you how a real cook does stuff, or whatever, and then he makes a sandwich, and I'm like, would you really consider sandwich making to be cooking? It's making food to an extent, sure. This is Tadpole, by the way, another new Pokemon, and also Mudbright, just wanted to be here for a brief moment. Tadpole is also neat. I don't like its evolution, though. Mudbright, please get away from the stairs. Would you consider making a sandwich to be cooking? I feel like that's not cooking. Where? You like on top of the windmill? I'm just gonna press A on all the pillars. I don't see it. It, like, in the... I don't know. It's on top, okay. I don't think I have it physically capable of getting up there. Well, that's a shame. What? I was literally just on Koraidon! Whatever. Alright, whee! Okay, I can't get that Game of Gold. Alright. Okay, I'm not next to this thing, but whatever. This is another new Pokemon. It's Flittle. Similar to Capsicid, I would be considering using it if I had room on my deck, because I like it. It's a Psychic type, and it evolves, for some reason, into an Ostrich. Ah, here we go. The boulders that Arvin mentioned. Like a Mario Party minigame. Because it quite literally is a Mario Party minigame. Ow. But yeah, we basically just dodge boulders. And when I played the game for the first time, this was my first Titan. So we get up here, and what do we find but a bird! An incredibly weird and ugly bird. Because it's got this giant, like, flap thing. This is Bombardier, the open sky Titan. Use wing attack. It's gonna kill me. Alright. Bye, Pommy. I believe it's just a typical normal flying bird. Fell straight down and plummeted because it's flying in the middle of the air. Use Rock Throw. Okay, so Alex isn't gonna last very much long, but I'm still doing a decent amount of damage right now. Block. Oh wow. Okay. Let's get a little more damage in with Zipa. Or not. Okay, Bombardier is proving to be a bit of a struggle. Interesting. This is honestly kind of surprising to me, because I did this after doing the first gym previously. And I didn't struggle with this one at all. And I had a Grass-type starter, so I was weak to this guy. So I'm just kind of a little surprised that I'm just gonna get it, kind of getting wrecked by it. Okay, well, we knocked it to the second phase, but I don't think Arvin's gonna help us that much here. We don't get healed between the phases, unfortunately. Titan Bombardier began eating something. Here's Arvin. Ulti, you managed to get to the Titan somehow, huh? So that's the open sky Titan. Wait, is this Titan what's been dropping all those boulders? I was lucky enough to be able to sneak up here because it had all its attention on you, little bud. Looks like it's trying to power itself up, like with some kind of mystical meal power or something. So we better be ready to go all out. Blah, blah. Words are slipping off my tongue, and not in the way that implies they're coming very easily. More like they're falling off. I don't really know exactly what to do. It's probably going to kill me, is the problem. I'm gonna potion and see what it does. Trying to drop rocks on folks is dangerous. Let's give this thing a good taste of defeat. Let's see what Arvin does. Use ring attack on Nackley. Perfect. Okay. Use rock polish. Raises speed. Okay. I'm gonna try and Thunder Wave it. I think that'll give me more turns. Especially if it keeps attacking the Nackley. Arvin really wants to go faster than it. I'll help you out. I'll slow it down. Okay. I'm gonna Terrasilize now and Spark. I may be down, but I'm not out. Oh right, I'm not. You're different. You're weird. You're not Terra Electric. Okay, well I don't have any fire moves that this will help with, but. Okay, well. I actually think this might have hurt me, because I think now it's going to be... Previously, when it was using Wing Attack, it wasn't very effective on me. I think now I've made it just neutral on me. But it keeps attacking the Nackley. Oh, Birdie, you fell straight down. Okay, so... Luck and killed Nackley. Okay. Well, I think I win because I'm faster than it. Thank you for only attacking the Nackley! Maybe this was why I was able to do this. Maybe I struggled a little bit the first time, but then cleared the second one because it only attacks the rock. Alright, well, there we go. A little dicey there, but hey. Our little bird helped the... You proved your worth. What can I say about that, huh? Thank you, Plume. You deserve those levels for sure. You were definitely under level for this, but I'll take it. Heck yeah. Nice work. Yes, way to go, Ulti. Looks like we don't have to worry about any more boulders falling on us now, huh? There has to be more of that Herba Mystica at 8 in here. Let's hurry and find it before the Titan can come back for another go at us. And in here we find... If we're lucky, there'll be another herb here. I knew it! Can I ask, like, why does the grass look like this? Like the moss or whatever? I understand, like, the herb is special. But, like, because, like, this grass, this moss texture is, like, throughout the rest of the game, and it makes it always look like it's luminescent, you know? Really is here. Make no mistake. You found the bitter Herba Mystica. Now then, what does the book have to say? It's great for your circulation. It really gets the blood flowing. I'd eat that. I have high blood pressure. I need medicine for it. And so far, the medicine has not been helping. If I can just slip this into a tasty sandwich and get him to eat some. Well, what are we waiting for, Ulti? It's time to dig in. Let me whip something up for us. Yart! Hiya! Huwacha! And Bob's your uncle. Here you go, my special whimsical herb-filled super sandwich. It comes with a side of Titan badge, as a token of my gratitude, of course. Yay, we get a bitter sandwich. Yummy. Ah, yes. Oh, come on, you again? Sniff, sniff. What if I say this is mine? Okay, it forces you into it. Okay. Here you go. Is it trying to say thanks or something? Well, good thing I made extra. You're helping me out a whole bunch with the hard stuff, so it's only fair that you get more. I definitely, absolutely did not make extra so that Koraidon could have a sandwich, okay? And it glows! It'll be able to swim! Did it grow stronger again? Yeah! Man, these Herba Mystica really do pack a punch, don't they? I mean, they better, or else I'm really up the creek. Sniff, sniff. Yeah? Don't you dare touch that! That isn't for you! Yeah. Sorry, I shouldn't have shouted like that. I guess I should at least tell you the full story, Ulti. Here we go. Come on out, bud. And Arvin reveals to us a dog. This is Mabostiff, my partner. The evolution of the Mastiff that we saw earlier. Some of the dogs in outside Gym 1. And it's silent. Here you go, bud. Eat up. This sandwich should help you feel better. Slowly now, take your time. Small bites are fine, just chew nice and slow. My buddy here was hurt pretty bad a while ago. Real bad, in fact. He never really recovered. Potions and things don't work. Nothing seems to help. Not potions, not Pokemon centers, nothing. My Mabostiff here is the only thing in the world I care about. The only thing. So I promise I'd make him better, whatever it takes. I searched online, I read books, I looked all over and tried every cure and remedy I could find, but nothing really worked. I'd almost given up hope. That's when I found out about the Herba Mystica. You've done your research. Yeah, see, I found this book in my mom's lab. Area 0 was home to wondrous herbs that instantly impart vigor when eaten. We dubbed them Herba Mystica and attempt to grow some in areas around Paldea. However, before we could harvest, the herbs were eaten by Pokemon, which in turn grew large and strong. It's this book full of crazy stories and legends and things, stuff usually nobody would believe. But I believe it. I think what it says is true. According to this book, eating all 5 Herba Mystica can cure anything that ails you. Case in point, Mabostiff's paws were cold as ice before he ate that last herb. But they've warmed up a little now, I'm sure they have. Oh, you done eating, bud? Mabostiff, can you see? Are your eyes open? Yes, I did it! It's been so long since he'd been able to open his eyes. I was so worried. Oh man, I'm so glad. Oh, look at him. Those fiery orange little eyes. Hard to even tell if they're open or not, but I know the difference. The power of these herbs is amazing. I knew the book wasn't lying. I'm gonna bring Mabostiff back to full health, I swear it. Oh, yeah, that's my story. 3 herbs to go, let's find them together! And now I get a phone call. Hello, Ulti, this is Sada. I detect Koraidon has ordained more of his power, you can move across water, and this game has a tutorial. Yay. So, I've talked before about, like, I think I've talked before, at least, about how, like, earlier there was, like, this scene where it was, like, Arvin and, Nimona were just, like, talking, and I was, like, saying, like, how I forgot how good these characters were written and whatnot. That wasn't really, like, in the grand scheme of things, that was more so, like, I remember liking them, I remember liking the greater points, it was more so, like, the small-scale dialogue that was, like, pleasing to me, I guess. To that extent. So it was like the nitty-gritty that I was like, oh, yes, this like one-off dialogue is fun and enjoyable. But I remember the more full, complete stories of these characters. I remember Arvin's story. And yeah, it's basically that he has a sick dog, and he's trying to make them better. I would like to reiterate that this game came out in 2022. And if you remember anything about what happened to me in 2022... What the hell is this thing? What? What is that a silhouette of? I kind of want to just see what the hell this is, because I'm like, what the hell is this? I can't tell. But, anyways, yeah, if you remember anything that happened to me in 2022, that was the year that my dog got diagnosed with cancer and died. Oh, okay, it's a snake from Jenny. Yeah, it's a simple story, but it very, very much, hit hard. It hit very hard. So, I very much have a feeling of, like, I don't know, maybe it's not something that's gonna connect everybody, but it was a big deal to me. A very, very big surprise, as well, to just get into this story and then suddenly be hit with, like, oh my god, dying dog being restored to health from magical plants. I don't know. It's only one part of the game story, but like it's a big deal. I'm not gonna catch anything that I don't really care, but it's a big deal, and it hit hard, and it's part of the reason why, all things considered, I view Gen 9 as having my, perhaps, favorite story of any Pokemon game. Maybe it isn't necessarily objectively the best if I were, like, consider, like, the way things are written in every single possible capacity. And I definitely, there's a lot of story parts of this game that I don't like. But the Arvin story, it's what I needed at the time, I guess. Maybe not necessarily what I needed per se, but it definitely was like, I don't know, it's hard to put into words, it's just, it's a big deal. And that's really all it boils down to. It was a big deal. And well, I don't have much else to say. You should understand why. Can you shut up about the adventure guide? God. Alright. Where am I right now? Because that was what I had in mind for this episode, but it's not quite time for the episode to be over. I guess there's things around. There's another Titan here. He's too strong for us. I definitely remember that. He's not to be done right now. But I suppose I can, like, go to the next town and, like, get that as a save point for me to fly back to. I'm not quite at a point of, like... moving on yet. Oh, we're getting a phone call. Ah. The evil hacker. I see you're getting close to one of Team Star's bases. I take it this means you decided to join my operation? I guess so. It's not the intent, and I'm ignoring you until I'm no longer able to ignore you. With this, you're officially a member of Operation Starfall. Hold on a second. Hello. Does this Operation Starfall of yours have room for one more member? Who are you? The name's Clive. Oh, and how long have you been spying on us? Oh, you're one to you talk for being indignant. No need to get your hackles raised. I'm a pal of our mutual friend here. Isn't that right, Ulti? I guess, maybe? Ah, shy as ever, I see. We're talking about going up against Team Star here. It's not something you can join in for fun. I'm well aware. I just need to sort out some unsettled business with Team Star, that's all. Besides, I tend to get the job done well. Not that you can take my word for it, but it's true. I suppose I'm hardly in a position to refuse help. Welcome to the operation, Clive. I think I heard your name earlier. Cassiopeia, was it? Who exactly are you? Team Star and I share some history. That's all I'll say for now. I see. In that case, I won't press you further. Good. Now back to business. Let's talk Operation Starfall. Yes, what would you have us do? Simply put, I want you to raid each one of Team Star's bases. Then you'll defeat the bosses of the team and put an end to their rule. Put an end to their rule? You mean we need to oust these bosses from their roles somehow? That's right, Team Star is made up of 5 squads, and each of those squads has its own base. You should be able to see the front gates of one of those bases now, in fact. Giant fence. Ah, yes, I can see them over there. On the other side of those is the base proper, and somewhere within that base lies one of your targets, a squad boss. Okay, I'm starting to get the idea. Well, that's just the outline. The key to the whole operation is the code that the team has to follow. If someone challenges the squad bosses to a battle, they have no choice but to accept. What's more, if they just so happen to lose that battle, they must forfeit their role as boss altogether. I went ahead and issued challenges to each base under your name, Ulti. They're basically declarations of war. Now that all Team Star knows that we're looking for a fight. So let's say we defeat all the bosses and they step down from their roles. What happens next? The rest of the team crumbles with no one else left to lead them. That's what happens. It's a solid plan, but not without wrinkles. Each base has a bunch of Pokemon inside to fend off intruders, and the bases themselves are a considerable size. Your garden variety trainer would be overrun long before they get anywhere near the boss. That's why your skills are essential to this operation, Ulti. Defeat the Pokemon inside that base and drag the boss out from where they're hiding. First things first, though, you'll need to deal with any grunts that might be guarding the front gates. And what will you be doing in the meantime? Like I said before, I have a history with Team Star. That means I can't operate out in the open. I'll back you up from afar. Alright, and what will my role be? Sorry, but I don't trust you completely just yet. For now, I'd like you to monitor the bases and act as Ulti's support. I'll be in touch again when the plan advances to the next stage. Okay. You're going to... I'm Clive, an early academy student. Yep, you sure are. It's gonna be a while. It spawned me on a pathway that I wasn't going down. I do not care. I hate Team Star with a burning passion. I hate everything about their story. So we won't be seeing that until I am forced to engage with it, essentially. Huh. Am I forced to engage with you here? I don't really want to. Can I get there through the desert? I think I can. What? Potentially could have also just jumped around. Whatever. Here we are in the Sato Desert. I think everything around here is going to be a little too strong for me. Maybe? I don't know. We don't really want to be doing much in here. I'm just trying to get over this way. Okay, we can get to the town just fine. Alright, so we're not... It's a roadblock, but it's not like... We're not, like, permanently stuck. Okay. So now we have this town unlocked. So we're not going to be doing anything here, because this is definitely a little too, like... a little too far for us, in terms of, like, what we can do. Also, meet Cyclizar. They're another bike Pokemon, but they're not quite like Koraidon is. Cyclizar is awesome and cool, and I am sad that I'm not going to be using one in this playthrough, because, like, I used one in my personal playthrough. And he's cool, and I like him a lot. The only unfortunate thing is, like, there are other Pokemon that I also still want to use. So... Cyclizar, alas, will not be who I engage with. It is a shame. I don't know. If I had 7 team members, then possibly I would use Cyclizar again. Just know that I really like Cyclizar, because, I mean, it's a fucking lizard. Of course I love it. So, yeah. Okay, and now we have the other part of the other half of this map this town taken care of. I don't know if you actually have to talk to, like, the trainer here to, like, make it matter, but... Hi. Okay. So, with that... I guess I'm done with this episode now? Because we can't do this yet. We could, but we would probably fail it. Definitely can't do that yet. I don't want to do this yet. We can't go here yet. Don't want to do that. This would normally be where I would go next. I would just fly back there. So... yeah, so... we have things to do, but I'm not gonna do none of them, so... next time, we're gonna be flying back over to school. I know, rare, but, yeah. But yeah, as far as Team Star is concerned, I want to kind of get it all done in one go, so I'm just going to wait until near the end, and I have nothing else to do. I just frankly do not care, and I don't... We're gonna do it, but, like, I already know I don't like it, so I don't really... I don't know. So... yeah, next time on Let's Play... next time on Let's Play Pokemon Scarlet, we're going to... I'll meet you at school. See you guys then.